everybody. I'm sorry. I just want to go ahead and say that this is my first video. I will get more comfortable with y'all. Just please bear with me and stick with me and help my family grow on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe. Thank you. Hey everybody, Dusty Marie here. I did take some tips and stuff from y'all. I feel like it would be better for me to do separately my makeup and then this whole drug addiction series, if that's what we want to call it, because I feel like it's something I'm really passionate about to talk, and I want to make sure I get every tip, trick, point across that I need to make, just so I can focus on it more, but then do my makeup videos after I do a video about drug addiction so that I can explain everything to y'all and not forget anything and what I was doing with makeup and stuff like that. So hopefully y'all stick with me on both and enjoy both. First, I want to say I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, so little disclaimer, the only thing, I have lived a life, I have experienced it, and I just want to let you know that. So, you know, I'm sure you would hear things that is in books that I'm going to say. I'm sure you've already heard things that's going to come up in other videos, but it's just something to keep reminding yourself, you know, all the lessons and stuff. And well, this is being my first video. I haven't learned how to edit or anything, so whatever I do in this video mess up, you know, this is gonna be stuck because I'm still learning how to edit videos and stuff like that. So I'm 34 years old. I have 3 kids. Another thing I want to do to get on out there, so because it kills my confidence a little bit, is my mouth. My mouth is messed up because of drugs. It's a consequence that I have to serve and have to deal with now because I chose drugs over taking care of myself, and now it is a big self-esteem killer. Yes, I can get it fixed, but I have CHF also, so I have to pretty much take care of my heart meds first before I can go spend money on a new grill and stuff like that. But hopefully in the near future, after I get, you know, YouTube going and stuff like that, hopefully I'll be able to get to that point in YouTube. I'll be able to take care of my mouth and stuff like that, so y'all won't have to look at it. I do apologize if it grosses y'all out. It does me too. I have to live with it on a daily basis. I have to look at it, and this is one reason why I was so scared to do a video. But back to what I was saying. I'm 34. I have 3 kids. I didn't start doing drugs until I was 28 years old, which is really sad. I have always been around drugs. My family has always been addicted to drugs, certain people in my family. My mother was never on drugs. She's never tried drugs. I was raised by her and my stepdad. They divorced whenever I was 12, so then he got with stepmom, and which he's still my stepdad, but my real dad was never around, so my stepdad was with my mom when she was pregnant with me. So he was my daddy. He is who I call daddy. No, I don't get treated like all the other kids. There are 7 of us all together. We're all mixed up. We're steps. Some are his and his wife. Some are his and my mother's. I'm just about the only one that don't really have like both, me and another one. I'm not going to say no names because, you know, the things I'm going to be telling y'all are going to be like, oh my gosh, no way. So I'm not going to say any names for the fact that I don't get sued or anything. I'm just trying to get comfortable with y'all. Hopefully I don't mess up on this video, but there's a lot of information and things that I want to tell y'all about my life and experiences and stuff like that that I want to share with you and stuff like that. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. But I want to make sure I get everything out, and hopefully there's going to be more good videos with tips and things, probably showing you different ways you can go about dealing with a loved one, or, you know, because when one person in a family has this addiction, you all have it. The family, like the mother, the father, you all have to deal with it. The kids are the ones that are scarred by it, and it is sad. But me being on the other side, like I like watching Miss Alexis Jada, and she has her mother that she has to deal with, and I watch her all the time. I love watching her. She's so funny. Like, she'll make you feel like your best friends just watching her videos. And hopefully maybe one day she'll be able to watch this and learn something. And I completely understand about how she felt. Like she said herself, like when one person has it, the whole family has it, and it really is a family addiction. It's not something like me. I'm glad I'm not glad, but I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm not somebody that had to deal with, well, I can't say that because I do have siblings and stuff that are addicted to drugs, and you know, it's a long battle. So I guess I have been on both sides, but I'm gonna talk to you in the perspective as me being the drug addict and what I caused and what I do realize now that I hurt people. Sorry, my son called. I didn't answer that. But let me, another warning, I'm probably gonna say things that's gonna make somebody mad. Things that you've heard before is gonna probably make you heated, that you probably doing, that I'm telling people not to do, that is bad. Some people are most likely doing. But please don't take it personally. I'm just telling you experiences from my life, and I do know what will work and what's not gonna work. So I got some notes right here so I can stay on track for y'all. Okay, this is the thing. The first thing I want to tell you about me growing up, I need to get y'all to know me so y'all will be able to trust me and to trust what I'm telling you is true, that I've been through this life. I started doing drugs when I was 28 years old. To be completely honest, it started off with pain pills, snorting Percocet, and it come from meeting a guy, like, met this guy, boom, started doing drugs at 28 years old. I should have known better, but for me wanting to be loved and low self-confidence, I fell for that, and it was like, here, try this. You know, I didn't know what it was because, you know, I wasn't sheltered from the world by far, but I was that kind of girl that was never really into drugs or anything. And I mean, my siblings smoked weed, whatever, you know. I could sit there, I'm not going to sit here and make it sound like it's not bad, because it is a gateway drug. I mean, my sisters have sat there and, you know, smoked weed with my younger sisters and been like, oh, it's okay, nothing's gonna happen, it's gonna be okay. But in the long run, it was really bad, because it opened up to them getting to where, oh, let me try something else to see what it's gonna do, and they end up finding a drug they like, something that gives them speed, something like that. And that's what I ended up, I never was a weed smoker. I ended up going towards things that gave me energy and helped me lose weight. I was addicted to losing the weight and how drugs made me look. And now look how it made me look. But it's a lesson that I learned in the long run, and I really hate it. But back on to what I was saying, my family, drugs has always been in my family. I hate it. My grandmother suffered from depression. Depression runs in my family too, but it is no excuse for how we handle it. I do have manic depression or whatever it's called, but I don't take no medicine currently for it. As long as I try to keep my spirits happy and keep my life in order, everything's okay. I learned to stay away from people that, you know, are negative in my life, people that I used to hang out with. I have lost some really close friends that meant a lot to me. Like, I've been best friends with them for 17 years that I had to split ways with because they're still stuck mentally in that lifestyle, and I really hate that because I always thought they were stronger than me. And you lose some good people. I see it as, you know, a drug addict always has two different personalities. You have the person that you know, the family knows, that you grew up around, and then you have the addict, which is nothing like the person you grew up with, and it's really sad. But you end up losing that person. The person's always still down deep inside of there, but unless they want to change, like, I'm not even gonna say if you want them to change, because a drug addict has to want to change. You can't make them ready to change. They have to be there ready to change on their own. There ain't nothing you gonna do to make them ready. You're not gonna make them feel guilty about anything. You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm on my deathbed, please get right. They're not gonna do it unless they're ready. They'll love you with all their heart, but unless they're ready to do it, they're not gonna do it. The main thing about you need to be able to realize in each family who the enabler is. This has always been a pet peeve of mine when it comes to families babying the addict, because those who baby the addict is gonna kill the addict. Let me tell you, because My family, they have treated like my siblings and I, we've all did our fair share of drugs. Okay, I'm the one, and I'm not gonna sit here and have a pity party, but the truth is the truth. I'm the one that they threw out in the street and was like, here, if you can't get right, just get away from the family. Okay, look how I ended up. Ended up getting right. I ended up going to rehabs. I did do inpatient rehab in Morris Village, around Columbia, I believe. That's a wonderful rehab if anybody's looking into going to a rehab around Columbia. But just getting to, you need to find out who the enabler is, because the enabler is going to be 9 times out of 10 the only sober person that the drug addict is around. And that person is the one that makes things happen for them, makes some ways to get them money, is the person that's really killing them but claims they love them so much. Now, as I was getting back to, everybody gets treated different in my family. I was the one that got threw out. Okay, I have another sister, stepsister, who gets babied. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, they're babying her, they're killing her, and they don't even realize it. She's so young. I can't say no names. She's so young and they're killing her. She went straight from smoking weed, which all my sister was like, oh, it's going to be okay. She's only going to ever smoke weed. And I'm like, okay, watch. She went from smoking weed to, from what I hear now, because I have no contact with them, to doing fentanyl. After fentanyl, if you've been in the drug life, you already know after fentanyl is death. If you're not getting clean after fentanyl, there is no help for you. You're going to be found dead. And I mean, I've seen people come up to me and tell me, like, she's not the same. Like, she's just out of her head. She's just standoffish. And it really makes me sad. But it's not only her fault. It's her parents' fault. They baby her. They don't say, here, you know, if you want to live this life, you know, live it your way. Go do it how you want to do it. We're not going to help you no more. And don't give her no help. No, she can call them. One day they'll kick her out. The next day she's calling saying, oh, she got jumped. Oh, they're running back to her. I mean, y'all got to realize these lies that y'all are being told. Enablers, families, the lies that addicts come up with are, and they will say stuff like you wouldn't think they would lie about, like getting raped and stuff. Yes, females will be like, I got raped. Please send me some money so I can get back home. I'm telling you, they go as far as that, and it's so sad that they use those as an excuse, but I have heard it over and over right there in my little family, and it disgusts me when my family believes that crap, because I keep telling them, watch, this is what's going to happen. Oh, she's ready to, this is one of the biggest ones y'all going to hear now, I'm telling y'all. When y'all talk to them and they're like, oh, I'm ready to go to rehab, but I need some money to go pay off these drug dealers so they won't be on me after I get out of rehab, so they don't harm my family. No, because once you give them that money to go get them new clothes, or so they can get gas to go get their belongings wherever they left them, because drug addicts leave their clothes everywhere, they're not coming back with that money. They're not coming back with no clothes. They're not coming back for about a week after they spend that money on dope and coming back and telling you, oh, well, I got robbed. Y'all got to get smarter than this. I know y'all don't believe this crap. Y'all can sit there and feel sorry for them, but you're killing them. You really are killing them. And I hate to see, I mean, I've told my family this over and over, and they believe me. I can tell you they believe me, because look at how they see how she is now. Like a little attached. Like, she could sit there and ask somebody for $10. I got a call the other day. Oh, she asked me for $10, and then she hopped on the phone with the dope dealer. Just told her she wasn't going to use the money for dope, but hopped right on the phone with the dope dealer talking about, oh, I heard you got some good stuff. I need to get that. Y'all need to get smarter. Like, parents, y'all gonna love these kids until y'all kill them. And I really hate saying that, but that's just point blank how it is. In my family, like, I don't know why everything was treated different. Like, why I'm thinking it's because, you know, maybe it's not my blood family. Like, it was easy for them to be like, you know, go do your thing. We don't care if you live down and homeless. Like, I've been homeless. I've lived from house to house with people I didn't even know, holding my bag while I slept. I mean, just praying that nobody messes with you. You don't want to live that life. I've lived that life. And my sisters have never experienced that. She has done all this stuff but never once experienced anything like this. Her parents need to really let go and let her experience that life. Then maybe, like me, she will get right and realize that's not what she wants. But they're not giving her time to realize that's not what she wants. She's getting babied. Oh, come home. You got jumped. Oh my God, nobody better hit my baby. I know it sounds like I'm hating, but I'm not. But because they're the ones that are killing her, and I keep trying to get through to their mind. Like, you sitting here, they will even go as far as taking her to the dope man's house because she's so sick. She's so sick. Take her to rehab. Do it because she has a child. Do it for her child. And it's not just her. It's been, I mean, all my siblings, and we're not the only family. I'm probably, whoever's watching this video, you're probably going through the same thing right now. And, I mean, you need to learn, everybody needs to learn the lies. First off, you need to pick out who the enabler is in your family. That's the big thing. The enabler is the problem, the main problem. They're going to be the sober person, that the only person that the addict is around. They're going to be so nice. But if they make them mad, they're going to be like, oh, I hate your guts. You are the reason I am like I am. Parents, addicts play on this, telling you it's your fault that you made them like this. They had a horrible childhood. We've all said it all. I've said all the same things. I'm not gonna sit here and even sound. I'm gonna be complete 100% honest with y'all about everything I've done. I mean, because that's the only way I'm gonna gain y'all's trust in order for y'all to even take tips from me. I'm not gonna lie about everything. You're gonna hear about everything I've done, every lie I've told. I'm gonna let y'all know the lies so that y'all can stop letting the addicts play you in your family. Stop letting them ruin your family. There is a way you can stop it. It's gonna be hard because you love these people. You love them to death. You gave birth to them. You've raised them. Yeah, it's going to be hard to shut the door in their face, but I promise you, in the long run, when they have nobody to turn to, they're going to rehab. They're going to be like, okay, this is the rock bottom. That's what happened to me. I hit rock bottom. My stepdad stopped answering my phone calls, stopped sending me money, and that's the best thing he could have ever did. At the time, it was the worst thing that ever happened in my life because I was living in a trailer that had no lights. It was cold. It was winter time. Like, and right then and there, that made me realize something's got to change. I was watching crackheads look at salt like it was crack or something. They was trying to smoke the salt like it was ridiculous. I've never tried crack. I've done snorted pills. I've been on meth. I've done Adderall. I've never used needles. Never been a needle user, but you know, that's something that my sister's dealing with. And I know it's a whole nother demon to deal with, but it's not about the drugs whenever it becomes, we're going to get into that. But that's a whole nother subject. But y'all need to realize who the enabler is, and you need to put them in check because they're the ones killing the addict most of all. We're going to go through lies, okay? Common lies. I even wrote them down, okay? They'll sit there and tell you, you hear it all the time, this is going to be the last time, I promise. Just let me get this, and then I'll come back home and sweat it out, and this will be the last time. Just, if an addict tells you, this is a fact, if an addict tells you that, I promise, let me go get this one last hit and I'm done. If an addict ever tells you I need that one last hit and I'm done, they're lying to you. There's going to be another one, and another one, and another one. That's another lie. Everybody just, I can't, it just kills me how much parents fall for that. Like, you already know you're not dealing with your child. You're dealing with the addict. Why would you keep feeding that monster? I mean, parents, like, I'm not jumping on you at all because I know how it feels. You know, I've seen it in my family. I've been there, done that. My brother has had a heart attack at 24 years old. Had open heart surgery. Valves were shut down because the stuff that he was on ate his heart valves. Like, been there, done that. I'm telling y'all, this is serious. All right, I'm sorry I'm very passionate about this subject. That's why I wanted to do the makeup in that separately, because I wanted to be able to tell y'all about everything and be honest with y'all and let y'all get all the tips that I need to tell you. All right. Okay, 9 times out of 10 when you're dealing with a pill head, perk head, people that are on painkillers, you're going to hear stuff like their mouth hurts, which 9 times out of 10, they got a bad mouth. The pills ruin your mouth. They got bad mouths. They got a toothache. They need something for the pain. Okay, if you got addicts that have kids, which I'll be surprised if any addict still has their kids. I lost all of mine, and that's something that happened a long time ago, and I regret that every day. I lost all 3 of my kids, and I'll never get that chance back. I don't like talking about that, so get emotional. I don't want to start crying already. But if you got addicts that have kids, they will sit there and tell you they need diapers for their kids. They're going to use their kids as an excuse to get money. It is so selfish and disgusting, but I'm telling you, it happens. You need to, I mean, and 9 times out of 10, the parents are going to be like, okay, here, because you're going to want to help your grandchildren, because you know, already know what kind of state of mind your child is in already. So you're trying to help your grandchild. But if you're going to buy stuff like that for your grandkids, go buy it. Take the tags and stuff off the clothes. That way they can't resell them. They can't take them back to the store. If they need diapers, go buy them diapers. Do not give an addict no money, because when an addict has money, they're going to go spend it. Another big lie. Oh, mama, daddy, I owe this drug dealer money and they're coming to kill me and they're probably going to come after y'all. This is one of the most hyped up lies. I can't stand it. I'm telling you now, okay, if a drug dealer knows, most of the time, if a drug dealer knows that this dope head, that's what I'm going to call them, dope head, drug head, whatever they're on, is a head, and when I say a head, that means a fiend, okay, knows they're a fiend, they're not going to front them nothing, because they already know they're going to take a chance and losing their money. Why would a drug dealer front somebody money and be like, okay, I'm going to come back and pay you tomorrow? When an addict gets money in their pocket, they're not coming back to you to pay you off and not be able to get no drugs in return to do right then and there. They're going to the next drug dealer that's going to give them so they can, you know, the drugs they're going to pay for. Because now they're in debt with you. If they give you money, they're not getting nothing back. They're just giving you the money that they owe you, and they're not going to get anything to do back in return. They're going to go to the next drug dealer. So 9 times out of 10, the drug dealers aren't going to front nobody no drugs. And if they did, they was dumb to begin with. But that's usually not going to happen, because they know they're fiends. They know they're not going to get their money back. They probably got a list of people they already owe. And that's another lie. I know it's gonna scare you whenever the addict tells you this. Oh, they're gonna come after your family. They're gonna come after your child. They'll even go as far as telling you, oh, they said they was gonna hang the kids and come by and shoot up the house and all that. Like, no, they're hyping you up, getting you scared, so you're gonna peel that money out to protect your family. It's ridiculous, disgusting, selfish lies that y'all need to realize ain't no hype to them. The only hype to these lies is from the addicts. It's hyped up in them. They're going to act this out. They're going to be like so just freaking, I don't know even how to explain it. They're going to put all the sarcasm in it just to make it believable to you, because they need that money for them drugs. All right, let's see next. All right. The whole thing about going back to the rehab, they'll be playing off, okay, I'm tired of this life, I'm sick of this life, I don't want to live like this no more, I want to be better. No, if they're sick of this life, they're gonna call that rehab. They're gonna be on that rehab every day. Yes, it is hard to get in rehabs these days because beds are full, you know, stuff like that. It is hard to get into a rehab, but if you want it, fight for it. They're gonna sit there and tell you, I need new clothes. Like I've told you this one before. Can you get me a phone card before I leave so I'll be able to call you? Honey, any money you give them before they so-called, you gonna take them to rehab and everything's gonna be nice flowers and y'all gonna be doing family get-togethers. They're not coming back with your money. They're not coming back to go to rehab. They're going to get high. They're gonna be gone for about a week. And then when they come back, they're going to say, I'm sorry, I got robbed. Y'all got to stop falling for this, because I know my parents have fell for this over and over. And I'm like, how many times do they have to tell y'all the same lie before you wake up and realize it's a lie? Like, and I think they already know it's a lie. but they just scared and to give up that one little hope where that person's telling them, I'm gonna go to rehab, and if you don't give them the money, oh, you crushed the whole shebang, like it's your fault because they didn't go to rehab. No, it's their fault they didn't go to rehab. If they want to go to rehab, an addict's gonna stay on it. I'm gonna go to rehab. No, I don't need, they don't need nothing. Addicts do not need nothing to go to rehab. Rehab gives them everything they need. If they got clothes, they don't need no high-priced dollar clothes. They don't need no $400 pair of shoes. All you need is your ass in the rehab. That's all you need, and you're gonna be taken care of. You don't need no money. You don't need nothing. Really, if you're going to rehab, you just need to start from the bottom, because you on the bottom. When you go to rehab, this is when it's time to recreate who you are, and you can make a better person than what you used to be. It's a new platform to start on. All right, another good one parents like to fall for. I'm hungry. I have been starving. I haven't had no food in days and days and days. Most of the time, can I get your EBT card? And that's the way I can prove to you that I'm going to get some food. I promise I'm going to get food. People, if you don't already know, drug dealers take EBT. They do. I'm sorry. It's hilarious. They take the EBT card. Yes. Bring me the EBT card. We're going to go to the store. I'm going to get my food off and give you your drugs. It's as simple as that. Drug dealers take EBT. Do not give your EBT card to nobody. If the dope head's hungry, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that. I don't mean to offend anybody. It's just how I talk. The drug head, the addict, whatever y'all call us, what we used to be, I'm still talking about myself. Okay, so it's no offense to anybody. But if they're hungry, they're not going to sit there and give the little bit of money you give them and go give it to the dope dealer. An addict can't have money. If your daughter, your son, your brother, your sister call you for food and say they're hungry, go buy them some food and take it to them. Or give them some food or feed them while they're at your house. Do not make it homey enough for them to stay. Because I can promise you, if a drug addict is in active addiction and they're at your house, they're probably scoping stuff out. Hide your phone, because that's one thing that I know my siblings love to do. Take people's cell phones when they're not looking. Go through your purses. I could tell my stepmom over and over, put your purse up, put your purse up. It's hard-headed because she's got more than just one child that likes to steal out of her purse. But she tries to put, so I know she loves her kids because I can give her that. Even though she hasn't done the best, you know, but I can give her that. She does love her kids, but she loves them a little too much to trust them whenever they're not her kids at the moment. You know what I'm saying? They're the addict. They're not her child. And she has a hard time understanding that this is the addict. This is not your child. The addict does not care about you or your feelings or the fact that you're raising their kids. They don't care. They're there to get what they can out of you. And that is it. And then bye-bye, mama. Bye-bye, daddy. I don't care if I break your heart. I don't care if I help people come steal out your yard or steal things. They're going to get what they want regardless. And they don't care about your feelings or nobody else's feelings. They're numb. An addict is numb from the inside out. That's how it is. And the only time they're not numb is when they're coming off them drugs. And then you're going to hear from them. You're going to hear from them. They're going to be, Mama, Daddy, I love you. I miss you. I want to change. I'm sick of this life. That's only because they don't have the drug and they're coming off of it. Give them, when they start that crap, when they're crying and whining, don't fall for it. Just say, okay, well, just go take your butt in there and go to sleep on the couch. Let them go to sleep. I can promise you they're not going to deal with that. You got to sit there and baby them. When you start feeding into that, okay, we're going to get you rehab. We're going to do this. They get you hyped up in your mind. Okay, she's tired of it. She's tired of it. When they get you all hyped up, then boom, here comes it. I need money to go. I need to go get my clothes. Can I borrow the car to go get my clothes and my belongings? I left them here. I left them there. Can I get a couple dollars for cigarettes and stuff so I can get right before I leave? Y'all do not fall for that. I'm telling you. Because they're not coming back in your car. They're going to have a whole bunch of other addicts in your car. They're going to be riding around, hoop-hollering, having a good old time with the little bit of money you gave them. They're going to be... She's going to be charging this person gas money to go get drugs for themselves. She's going to have her own gas money. Plus, she's going to be charging people who she went and got the drugs for, she's gonna charge them some of their drugs. So she's got her ride, she's got her drugs she done made on the side. She's good, and she's not going to rehab. You done let her go get high again, and pretty much you got to blame your own self for that. You can't blame her. Like, at this point, after the parents enabler, y'all have been done this way so many times, y'all can't blame the addict no more. It's your fault. It's time to cut them off. You're killing your child, point blank. It is how it is. You're killing your own child. All right. Okay, another thing girls like to do, let me tell you, whenever they start their period, okay, they need tampons, pads, they need all that good stuff to stay fresh. Mama, can you please give me money to go get that? They're not going to get that. They would rather put toilet paper up the coochie and just deal with it like that and use that money to go get what they need. Yes, it's nasty, but it is done. I cannot stress enough, do not give an addict no money. And you're going to see how fast and how long they stick around or leave, because when you stop giving them money, cash money, stop giving them a card, whatever you give them that equals up to money, they're not going to be around no more. You're not going to be their favorite person. You're not going to be that person they run to whenever, you know, they're sick and this and that, because you don't give them cash. They're not going to have nothing else to do with you because you only their bank. Enabler equals money. The enabler equals you're killing, you're babying the addict, you're going to kill the addict. Whoever babies the addict is killing the addict. And a lot of people are doing this, and it's not your fault, because 9 times out of 10 it's your child. I know you can't help it, but you got to put your foot down. And one other thing, people say not all people learn the same. Not all people, like how I was done, I was taught, well, not taught, I was done, kicked out. Boom, we don't want nothing to do with you. You got to figure this out on your own. My sisters, come on, we're going to get you better. We're going to buy everything you need. We're going to keep your drugs. We're going to give you your drugs so you don't get sick and start puking everywhere. Why would you do 2 kids? Like, no, kids don't learn the same. No, we don't. No, nobody's kids learn the same. But you're not dealing with kids, people. You're dealing with grown-ass people who are choosing to live how they want to live. So you treat them the same. It is not your job after a person is a certain age for you to take care of them anymore. It's not your job. And when it comes to an addict, you should be even harder. Like, it's bad to say, but you should be even harder on an addict, because they choose their life. They choose that. They choose to go get high instead of going to see their kid for that hour and a half that they're supposed to go see their kid at DSS. They chose to go get high. Why? What's the #1 reason? Because they don't want to feel the pain. You don't want to feel the pain. You want to stay numb from it. But whenever you start feeling them emotions and you start getting clean and that poison comes out of your body, life starts hitting you like bam. You start feeling like pain. You start feeling shame. You start feeling guilt. Everything's coming at you at one time and you just cry all the time. But it's because you got to teach yourself how to learn and deal with all these emotions again. But it's a new platform. Get all that poison out your body. Like, if you're an addict and you're watching this, like, maybe you're one of my friends, you know, like, that I've lost. And, you know, I still got, you know, this one that I'm praying she's going to get better. I never thought I would have been the one that got clean and she didn't. Never, ever would have thought. But I'm still praying for her. And I know she's going to get it. She's gone through a lot of tragedy. And I pray for her every night. And I check up on her. She knows I know. She knows that I know. She doesn't even talk to me anymore. And that's one reason I know. But every birthday that rolls around, she'll send me a thumbs up. Yeah, it's weird because we've been best friends for 17 years. But she does that because she doesn't want to spark a conversation. Because I'll be like, just take care of yourself out there. And when she puts a thumbs up, I know what she's doing, you know, and she doesn't want to talk about it, but she knows I love her. I don't want to drag this video out too long. I still want to do a makeup video, and I hope y'all are interested in those. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope y'all are learning a lot from the things I'm saying. I don't want to drag the video out, like I said. I got a lot of more stuff to tell y'all, so hopefully you'll stick around. Please subscribe. This is like, how can I say it? Since I have CHF and everything, I can't really do nothing. So this is like my last chance to live. So, and that's not putting no pressure on anybody. This is just like, YouTube is just going to be like, it's like kind of like my dream right now. You know what I'm saying? And my mom always said I was a dreamer. But this is like my last dream. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make this happen for me so I can get everything fixed I need to get. I do apologize that y'all have to look at my mouth, but I'm going to get it fixed one day. So, you know, but it makes it easier for me to do these videos so that I go ahead and tell y'all. I know, you know, I know I'm going to get hate comments about it. And I know people are going to say mean things, but I'm ready for it. It is what it is. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope people learned a lot. There's a lot more to come, I promise. I'm very passionate about this topic. I've been there, done that, and anything I can do to help anybody ask questions. I mean, I got a lot of more things I want to cover. But please join me in my next video. It is going to be up soon. Thank you so much for sitting and listening to me. If you sat and listened this whole time, I'm sure you can tell I'm very passionate about it. But thank you so much. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit all. That way you'll know every time I upload a video. And I'll see y'all on my next video. Thank you so much.